you probably have seen this yourself. So if, say, for example, you do a blog post, take that blog post and record a video on that same content. Maybe make a quick slideshow on that, put it on slideshare.com or slideshare.net. Take the same content and repurpose it in multiple ways. Maybe, take some of the quotes out of that blog post and make them comments on your Facebook page, or create a visual tile for your Facebook page or your Twitter or Instagram or wherever you're active, so that you're not constantly being in that content creation mode. Just take the same piece of content and try to leverage it in multiple ways and multiple formats, so that you can get the most bang out of it.
Wow, that's good. I like that. That's a great suggestion. That stretches your content so many places by just kind of putting it different places, the same content in different ways. So I love that. Tell us about. Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to tag one little bit. This is a big one, though, and I thought it's really important maybe to share it. Okay. Facebook is giving way more visibility right now to native ads. When I say native, I mean ads that are uploaded directly to their platform versus sharing a YouTube link. Yeah. I mean, you can share a YouTube link today and get a little bit of, if your audience really engages with it, but the reality is that Facebook is giving that link very little reach. So they're not really showing that link, that YouTube link, to many of those in your fan base. But if you upload that same content, that same video directly to Facebook, then Facebook is giving way more reach to that same content.
Yeah, I saw a lady post last week on an article. She said that Facebook has now become the #1 video sharing site. So I was like, wow, it's saying that it beat YouTube. I was like, wow.
Well, I actually wrote an article about this not long ago. I don't think they're going to supplant or knock YouTube off of the the YouTube their video circuit exactly, but on Facebook, yeah, they're going to be dominant. In other words, Facebook videos are going to dominate versus YouTube videos, and that makes sense because Facebook's controlling who sees what, right? If you're using their video uploader, then they're more likely, again, to show your videos. Now, the reverse of that is, if you're going to be make sure, though, if you do upload directly to Facebook, that you also upload to YouTube, because Google is going to give preference to YouTube videos.
Yeah. That's good. Good stuff. Yeah. Because doesn't YouTube own Google, or vice versa, or one of the two?
Yeah, Google owns YouTube, so it makes sense. Google's going to give more visibility to YouTube videos.
So you have to do both. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Well, plus too, people find you in different ways. You may be on. People may be on YouTube checking out videos or searching for videos, or they may be on Google searching for videos. Or they could just see you in their news feed, and lo and behold, it autoplays, and you get in front of your who you want to get in front of.
Right. That's good. I love it. Tell us a little bit about your book. That you that's your first book, and that's I know that's exciting for you. So tell us about that.
It truly is exciting. When you write a book, it's like such an event. It's for me, it took almost 2 years to write this book, and at its root, it's really about the core ingredients you have to sell on social media today, or to be successful on social media, and that's authenticity. Authenticity has kind of become a buzzword in some ways. But the name of the book is "Will the Real You Please Stand Up?" And it's basically just about showing up, being authentic within your area of expertise, and prospering essentially through that authenticity, because people buy from those they know, like, and trust, and it's such a core piece of success. I mean, you can look at any brand from Fortune 500 companies all the way down to solo entrepreneurs, and you will see that anybody that's successful is showing up authentically and, staying true to their message, engaging with people, and they do have that know, like, and trust factor. That's why people are buying from them.
That's good. That's good. Tell us about, now, a lot of times the startup business may not know about failures and successes in business. So I like to ask seasoned entrepreneurs, how have you had failure in business? How did you handle them? How did you turn those failures into success?
Well, goodness, I fail each and every day, frankly. I mean, I don't know that you can fail. Frankly, just to get back, I did a little talk one time about this exact same thing. And I just shared that, you truly only fail when you quit or you give up. And for me, it is, I kind of made both failure and fear, because I think they kind of go hand in hand sometimes. If you fail, then you're afraid sometimes to kind of get back on the circuit or the bike or the horse or whatever words you want to use to get back in the game. And so for me, I just kind of made it my BFF. It's kind of and I actually have a sign on my desk that, make fear your BFF. So every time that I fail or, I say to myself, well, you're on the right road. Just get back on it and find a better way to do whatever it was that you want to do. So I think that's probably at its root. For me, it's just been about embracing that failure and saying, okay, what did I learn from it? And what can I, try not to do that same thing again. And then how can I go forward with either do I want to continue on this path and continue to move in this direction, or is this just, not going to work, period? But I never give up. That's kind of one of my things is I also say never, ever, ever, did I say ever, give up on yourself and your dream, and just keep moving. Just keep moving and believe in yourself.
Yes. Let me ask you another question I was going to ask. I know I see you all over the place. I mean, like on top 10 lists, top 100 lists, top 200. How do you get to the point to where you are really a master of your craft?
Well, it's honestly for me, I'm always telling people that I don't really feel like I'm an expert, because social media changes literally each and every day, sometimes like 10 times in a day. Pinterest will make a change, and Instagram's doing this, and YouTube's doing that, and you just can't physically stay on top of all of it. So, for me personally, I just am not a big fan of the word quote unquote expert. But that said, you do have a knowledge base that you just project. I mean, sometimes with entrepreneurs who are just getting started, they're like, well, why is somebody going to buy from me? I'm not sure I know anything. And the reality is that each of us knows more than someone else.
Right.
And people want to know what you know, and they're willing to pay you for it. So, from an entrepreneur standpoint, believe in what you do know and continue to learn each and every day so that you can build on that knowledge base, because I'm a firm believer that what you know is more valuable than what you do.
Okay, that's awesome. One more question before we go to the sponsors. We always ask the entrepreneurs what books they're reading, and if you're reading any books, let us know, and how those books are affecting your life.
Well, actually, I have an entire library of books. I'm going to give you a couple off the top of my head. One is more of a motivational type book, and it was huge in my the switch of how I thought, and that was a book called The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. I love that book. And then there's a brand new book out that's called Outside of Mine, obviously, plugging my own book there. But Success Secrets of the Online Marketing Superstars. And this book is, like I said, it's brand new, and I think it was just released last week, in fact. But it's a compilation book And it has just so many amazing tidbits in it from an online marketing standpoint that I just thought I'd highlight that one because it's, again, a great read. Highly recommend it.
Awesome. All right, so we're going to have a word from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back.
Have you ever wanted to be a published author? Or how about, would you like to travel the world to get paid to speak and tell others of your story and how others could get over? Would you like to be an Amazon best-selling author? Or maybe you would like to create your own courses and products and get paid for what you know. If that sounds like you, join Terry Clay and Sue Ham at the Business Explosion Mastermind in Florida. It's a private luxury retreat. There, you will have private access to the beach. You will stay in a mansion near the beach. You will be just 2 minutes from Mexico. While there, you will learn all about how to explode your business. If this sounds like you, go to businessexplosion.net. We cannot wait to see you there.
All right, so thanks so much for our sponsors. We appreciate you. Always want to always say thank you to the sponsors for supporting the Startup Biz Coach Radio. And this is the question, the last and final question. This is the question we ask every last entrepreneur that stops by the Startup Biz Coach Radio. And the question is, how can you empower or help an entrepreneur right from the very start?
I think at the core of helping any entrepreneur when they first get started is helping them see their possibles. Mm-hmm. I didn't know how possible I was when I started as an entrepreneur, and it's a part of the process. I think sometimes if you're trying to, go down the road yourself, but I think, if you're a coach or you're a trainer, you help people see what's possible for them. You help them to basically, believe in themselves and ultimately take action because, again, I think at the root of it, they are still afraid that dream that they have that's just trying to burst out of their chest is not something that somebody's going to buy. And it's just one of those things that I think from a coaching standpoint or a trainer standpoint, whatever it is, try to get them to see how big and how possible they are and help them step into that possible.
Awesome. That's wonderful. Great tip. Give them your contact information, how they can get in touch with you and how they can grab a hold of that book.
Sure. My website is kimgarst.com, and you can actually find me pretty much on any social platform out there under my name, Kim Garst. You can also find my book on Amazon. It's willtherealyouPleaseStandUp.com. I'm sorry. You can also find it on willtherealyouPleaseStandUp.com. But the name of the book is Will the Real You Please Stand Up, and probably the easiest place to purchase it is Amazon.
All right. So we also have that link on the blog as well because the recording will be on the blog. And we just want to say thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to sow some words of wisdom to the listeners to this call. We appreciate you and just want to say thank you for stopping by.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate being here, and I hope I gave at least one or two tidbits that people can run with.
Oh, yes, we loved it. And this has been a word from Terry Clay and Kim Garst, and we are changing lives with positive words, and we are out. Peace.
This has been Startup Biz Coach Radio, formerly known as Mornings with Terry, and we're empowering entrepreneurs right from the start. Find us at thestartupbizcoach.com every morning at 10 a.m. Eastern with your host, Terry Clay. Thanks for listening.